Okay, let's get back at it. Oops. Where are we? We're way the fuck over there. No, we're at murder site. Pow. I'm not gonna waste the ammo. The writer of the first word, now the writer of the last, with the terror of the light and the shadow cast, the third eye now open to project the night. This is the moment to write. This is the ritual to lead you on. Your friends will meet him when you are gone. Okay, I think I just continue on this way. Did I have a thing to...
Who was writing who? Who was writing this poem? Me? No.
Nah. Oh, we got another echo.
Stepping to the murder site, I'd felt it, hanging in the air. A meaning, the violent emotion of the act, like a cloud of wrath. The dead eyes of the victim staring at something you couldn't see, and yet making you aware of it. Something that soaked into this place on a molecular level, overlapping with your meaningless existence. Regression to something you had managed to forget. Marking you. Taking you for a ride. Making you crazier.
Oh shit, I looped back around. I already got that. So now it's... get to the apartment in Parliament Tower. I should... I'm thinking I should backtrack and try to get this. Though it might just be a waste of time. This could just be bugged like this one is. Yeah, I'm just gonna continue on. Hopefully it's not that big a deal, but I mean, we'll find out if it was.
The station had changed. I was closer now.
If the station could give me some ammo, that'd be fantastic.
Parliament Tower. Our home in New York. Was I really this close to being home? Going up to our apartment? Would I be home? Or was this just an echo of the real thing? Even then, the murder site had brought me one step closer to escape. Time loses meaning here. How long have I been trying to escape? Long enough for Alice to think I'm dead. The payphone at the edge of the plaza was ringing again.
Hey, Alan. Thank God it picked up. I thought I lost you again.
Who are you? Why are you helping me?
Did you go deeper? To the overlap?
Are you talking about the murder site? Yeah, I did.
That's fantastic, Alan. We're closer to getting out. We're making progress.
Well, we would be if you would answer my damn questions.
Last time we spoke, you were pretty worried about Alice. Did you ever check Parliament Tower? To make sure she really got out of the dark place?
Well, of course she got out. That's why I'm here. That's the whole goddamn point.
Be very careful, Alan. The dark presence is stealing from you. It can already manifest as your double. Scratch will come...
Wait, hello?
There's an echo in there.
Maybe he was a victim. The cult, using his words. Or maybe he was the monster behind it all. Either way, Alice Wake, his ex, she knew things. It was there in her art for all to see. A cry for help. The darkness she'd witnessed. And that put her in danger.
Was Alice here? In the story?
Well, there are lights in here. I don't really need this. Oh. Haunting. Jump scare.
Alice's photo equipment. Set to go off when the door opens.
Get out! Leave me alone!
Alice! Alice! This is the door to my study, where I wrote my books.
That swirly
This symbol wasn't here
symbol.
before. Alice's video camera. No memory card inside.
I guess I should try to go in through this door.
Alice. This is a photo of Scratch. How did Alice get this? Is he stalking her?
Forgot to say you to do not disturb. There we go. So I'm looking for a memory card, it seems. Part 1. Oh,
Alice's
that was
memory
easy.
card.
That's live action.
When I was younger, photography was everything to me. I moved to New York thinking I'd make it as an artist. And then I met Alan. We had a good thing. We were both dedicated by our creative ambitions. The only difference was that Alan's work made money. He brought me work when he could. I took his promo shots, created covers for his books. I'm sure he forced his publisher into it. I was taking photos, just not my photos. And that gnawed at me. Things got complicated sometimes, but that's life, right? We loved each other. then Alan hit a block. I brought out a meaner side of him. One I didn't like. I set up a trip to see a doctor in Washington. I didn't tell him until we got there. We argued. Things went wrong. And he was just gone. Drowned, allegedly. It's easy for people to think it was my fault. Hell, I do, too, sometimes. About 6 years ago, I started hearing noises in the night. Typewriter keys clacking. Voices. Alan was back. Haunting me. Then it got violent. It was Alan. And yet, it was a monster. He always did have anger in him. I set up cameras around the apartment. With motion sensors and flashes. Now, when the monster comes, I turn it into art. My nightmares caught on film. And this is the focus of my new exhibition. To show people the world is so much darker than they ever knew. I'm calling this exhibit The Dark Place.
Oh. Light flickered.
Alice. Scratch was terrorizing her. Why? I sat in the writer's room and wrote a story. Initiation. To project myself through the dark place, to look for a way out.
Swirly symbol.
The story had brought me here, brought me nowhere. Looped me back. I was writing the story. And in the story, I now stepped into the writer's room. But there was no one here writing.
Oh. Him's dead. No! Archimedes. Is that what I named him? Archimedes? I think it is. That was a very quick chapter. The other side. So is that Alan Wake or is that Scratch? Or
Okay,
fuck Scratch
let's
is-
recap what you've told us so far, Alan.
For the past 13 years, you've been trapped in a nightmare dimension called the Dark Place.
Yeah.
It's like New York, but it's not New York. And can be reached from the bottom of Cauldron Lake, but it's not really under the lake. And after all this time, you've managed to get out.
Yeah.
But so has your evil doppelganger. Mr. Scratch? Or is it the Dark Presence?
Both. It's interchangeable. He's Scratch when he looks like me, but he can change into this other form.
And Scratch, the Dark Presence, wants to rewrite the world in his own image.
Which would be in your image, as he looks just like you.
And turn the world into a fucking nightmare.
During Deerfest, which is scheduled to take place in a couple of days. You got out of the Dark Place by writing a novel, the pages we've been finding. But your double edited it into a horror story that's now changing reality, taking over people,
Yeah.
making them crazy, bringing the Dark Place to Bright Falls.
Yes, fiction coming in contact with the Dark Place can change reality. The story is coming true, soaking into everything like darkness when night falls. But last time it...
This will be back in 2010.
Yes, last time it didn't happen all at once. The story came true bit by bit as it unfolded. And that dark presence was still bound to the lake. I stopped it before it got the ending it wanted. Before it broke free. Based on that, there's still time.
Which brings us to your magical light switch.
The clicker. Magical doesn't quite cover it. Scratch wants it to bring about his ending. That can't happen. If I can get the clicker, I can send him back to the Dark Place, make all this shit go away. Look, I know it's batshit crazy. My memory is full of holes, and I'm not sure how much I can trust. It's like a half-forgotten dream.
Synchronized coffee sip.
Mr. Wake. Alan. We've seen our share of batshit crazy in the past 24 hours. What I want to know is, why am I? Why are we written into the story?
I think I saw you. Or a vision of you in the Dark Place. I think you helped me reach out and escape somehow. With that in the story, Scratch would have edited it to get to you. To hurt you. We are all in danger.
It's insane.
So we're back
And
to
there's
her.
so much of it. Have you ever heard of the Cult of the Tree?
Creepy bunch. In the habit of wearing deer masks, performing murder rituals, victims turning into monsters possessed by darkness. Possibly inspired by a horror story written by a certain author. Ring any bells?
Cult. Yes. Yes. They have the clicker.
If the cult has the clicker, does that make them Scratch's followers? How are you so certain they even have the clicker?
They could be working for Scratch. I don't remember. It's all confused.
Alan, if I'm gonna act on this information, you need to be honest with me.
Yeah, of course.
Is he confused? Or is he hiding something?
Let's... Caseboard. Cases. Oh, we got a couple. Cult of the Tree. What do we got? Alan Wake interview.
Wake just gave us a lot of information. But this clicker seems like a good place to start. If we find that, then we find the cult.
Where is the clicker? Cult of the Tree is in possession of the clicker. Wait, this cult could be followers of Scratch. They have the clicker after all. Okay, so this could go... So I'm gonna go in what kind of cult? Who's involved? No. Cult goal? Yeah. Okay. The story.
The pages we've been finding are from a horror story called Return, written by Alan Wake. And the contents of this book are coming true. Why couldn't it have been a romance?
Ooh, we got a lot of shit for this. Okay, fiction Wake coming into constant... Oh. Wake, fiction coming into contact with the dark place has the power to change reality.
Yeah.
The story changes our reality bit by bit. The process is gradual. If we don't stop it, Scratch will use the story to permanently change reality at the start of Deerfest. Must get the clicker before Scratch with it. With it, the story can be changed and Scratch will be sent back to the dark place. Wake says that the dark place can be accessed from the bottom of Cauldron Lake.
Yes.
There is an entity inside the dark place called the Dark Presence. Faleda. Flashlight seems to weaken Taken. Inside a bright light, Saga felt safe, like nothing could hurt her. Wake in the form of Scratch, the Dark Presence is editing Wake's story, wants to turn the world into a fucking nightmare. Did I go here? No. Did I go there? No. There we go, Dark Presence. Wake, Scratch, and the Dark Presence are interchangeable. Wake was trapped in the dark place for 13 years. No. There we go. Some other strange reality, the dark place merged with ours. This place and the dark place. The page called this area an overlap.
Huh. The dark place. A dimension that's home to monsters. Huh. Wild stuff.
I entered the Cauldron Lake. By reciting the poem, an overlap needed a push from both directions.
Sure.
Yeah. Faleda. Okay. Nursery rhymes. I found outside the... There we go. Cases. That takes care of all those. Is there any profiling I gotta do? Sure is. Colt
Wake
and the
said the
clicker.
Colt has the clicker. How does he know?
The writer is the reader. The next chapter, the next chapter, the next chapter. Keep the pages safe, the dark shining of the words.
Wake is hiding pages. That's how he knows the Colt has the clicker. Wake has a double. Mr. Scratch. Where is he now?
A cloud of wrath wears my face. The dark place in your place. Scratching out my body of work.
Scratch is here. In Washington. He's hunting Wake. Scratch looks just like Wake. Why?
Don't wake up the dreamer if your life is a dream. I swam to the shore, but the water is rising.
Wake and Scratch are clearly connected. Maybe Scratch got out because Wake did. Or vice versa.
Did that add anything? Nope.
Okay, Mr. Wake. I know you have more pages of the manuscript on you.
You don't understand how vital these pages are. They're the only way I can know what's coming.
You're not the only one trying to solve this. This is our job.
Okay. Here. Now, this is all I have. Be careful with them. Inside the trailer, at the outskirts of Watery, Saga had seen Wake's fabled clicker for the first time, in the hands of the Cult of the Tree. A cultist stared at her. She drew her weapon.
Interesting.
The Cult of the Tree has the clicker Wake told me about. They're a part of all this. It's all on the page. The clicker, the cult. Okay, I'll head to Watery and find this trailer. Casey, you stay here and keep an eye on Mr. Wake.
Got it.
No, you need me there.
No dice, pal. This is an FBI investigation, and I don't see a badge on that flannel.
From now on, you can switch between Alan and Saga stories via the bucket and the janitor's break room. Feel free to play in whatever order you choose. Interesting. Switch realities, huh? Okay, well, actually, I think I'm going to play as Saga because we just played for Alan Wake as Alan Wake for a while. So Watery's there. There's Cauldron Lake. But yeah.
You wrote these pages in the dark place. So why are we finding them here?
I think I wrote them. I remember writing an endless amount of pages. When this happened before, the pages were being sent from the dark place to help me. Maybe the same thing is happening here.
That's all for now, Mr. Wake. Thank you for your cooperation.
Did I get a case board or did I get... Yes. He remembers writing many pages in the dark place. That wouldn't be who's involved, no. Would it be writing? Yeah. That's everything. Interesting. But yeah, we're gonna keep on Saga for right now. But it is time to end it, and this is a save point, so things kind of went perfectly. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all next time.